This is lesson 1-9, or multiplying and dividing integers. Our objectives are to multiply integers using repeated addition and patterns and rules, or to divide integers using rules. The key concepts we need to know is the product of two integers with the same sign is positive, the product of two integers with the same sign is negative, and the product of 0 and any integer is 0. Sorry, 0 times anything is going to equal 0. Will not change. Let's look at them on the next page. Multiplying integers, positive times a positive is a positive. A positive times a negative is a negative. A negative times a positive is a negative. And a negative times a negative is a positive, okay? All right. Then you have dividing. Same concepts. You have positive divided by a positive is a positive. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. And a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Sorry I didn't write those down, but you get the concept. All right, example 1. We have write each sum as a product. We have negative 60 plus negative 60 plus negative 60. So first of all, you're going to count how many of the same number we have. Well, we have 3 negative 60s, so you're going to put down 3, and then you put a parentheses, and then you tell me how many negative 60s there. We already have that. Then you write the word, just write the number negative 60 down. That's your first answer. The second answer is just multiply them together. So 3 times negative 60 is negative 180. And there's your answer. B. There are 2 negative 6s. So you have 2. And there are negative 6s, the same negative 6. Then you multiply them together. 2 times negative 6 is negative 12. And then this is supposed to be C, sorry. You have negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2. They're all negative 2s, so you count them up. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And you write down, there are 7 negative 2s. That's how you write it. And then you multiply them. 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. This is why you need to know your mathematics skills and your multiplication and division really well, is because this is what you're using it for. So this is what you need to remember about your multiplication. So here you go. Example 2, I believe, is next. There it is. Example 2 and 3. All right, so we're going to start off with the easy stuff. Negative 2 times positive 5. Well, that's a negative times a positive, so that makes it a negative, and you multiply 2 times 5, which is 10. B, you have a negative times a negative, which makes it a positive. You do not need to put the plus sign, but you can if you want to. So it could be plus or. And so 2 times 5 is 10. And then, so your answers can either be this one or this one. I don't care which one you use. C, you have negative 3 times 5 times negative 4. Well, there's 2 ways of doing it. You could multiply these 2 first. So 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. So now you have negative 3 times negative 20, which equals a positive 60 or 60. I don't care which one you use. And that's how you do the math for that. So 6 times 3, negative 3 is negative 18 times positive 5. And that equals negative 90 All right, next one. You have negative 7 times negative 14, which is 98, positive 98, times negative 1. So positive 98 times negative 1, negative 1 is negative 98. And there's your answer. All right. Next. We are quotients. That means we're doing dividing here. All right. So we have 18 divided by negative 1. Well, how many times does negative 1 go into 18? Well, negative 18 times. And negative 100 divided by negative 10 is saying like 100 divided by 10, which is 10 times what equals 100? That would be 10. Not 16, but 10. And then you have negative 72 divided by 6, and that will be 12. Negative 12. There's your answer. Okay, now word problems. We're going to do averages on this. Now, averages are kind of like mean. You're trying to find the middle. So you're going to write out all the numbers. I don't care which order you put them in. You have negative 9 plus average means you're adding them up. Negative 9 plus negative 12 plus 9 plus 4 plus negative 2. And then you always divide it by how many numbers there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. And we're going to do the math. Negative 9 plus negative 12 is negative 21 plus 9 plus 4 plus negative 2 over 5. So negative 21 plus 9 is negative 12 plus 4 plus negative 2 over 5. Negative 12 plus 4 is negative 8 plus negative 2. I don't know if you can see. Yep, you can still see it. Over 5. I'm bringing it down, and it would be negative 10 over 5, which would make the average negative 2 degrees. Is it Celsius? Celsius. Woohoo! There you go. All right. I'd like you to try B all by yourself. Put it on pause and try it. Do all the math, and then see if you did it correctly. Okay, here you go. The answer is 0. You do all the wonderful math. As you can see, there's arrows everywhere. If you can figure out the easy way, I'm not telling you how it's done. You can do it that way. That's a privilege for you, but you have to know how to do it correctly, the easy way. But please, you can ask me later if you are correctly doing it the easy way, but I will not give you how to do it.
To show how you did it.
Show your work, please. All right. See you later. Bye-bye.